Chad Wolf is the former acting DHS Secretary who joins us right now. Chad, the governor is apparently going to outline how he is going to utilize some of those troops from all over the country that governors are sending down to the border. But we still haven't gotten word out of the Biden administration whether what he's doing is legal. They've been very quiet on it, but I suspect they're not for what he's doing since so much of the land is federal land. Where do you think this is going?
Yeah, Neil, I think that's right. I think obviously what Governor Abbott is doing here is he's protecting communities in the state of Texas and making sure that there is proper physical infrastructure to keep those illegal border crossers out of the state of Texas. Now, what the Biden administration has to do and DHS needs to do is to work with the governor instead of being an adversary to him. I think once the federal government and governors such as the state of Texas, state of Arizona work together, they can help solve this problem. But if the federal government chooses not to enforce border security laws and they're not going to build that physical infrastructure that Border Patrol needs, then governors are going to be forced to do this on their own.
You know, Chad, you and I talked about this before. I really try very hard to keep the politics out of the left or right. But you hear from the Biden administration that this is being sensationalized, that things aren't nearly as dire as media reports, namely Fox, reported, because we seem to be the only ones actually reporting what's going on there. But I see the numbers every day. I get the stats, as you do, from all these Border Patrol and other officials, and they are what they are. They're records. Now, they're down from the pace we were at a few weeks ago, but not by much. And year over year, up significantly, close to 45%. So that being the case, can the administration be taken seriously if it says it's going to look at a serious solution, if it doesn't even see the problem?
Yeah, no, I think the administration's got a serious credibility problem when they talk about the border and their efforts along there. We see the numbers at historic crisis. And even though that may not be in the news every single day, and we know other networks are not covering it, they are breaking the system at that border. There's not enough infrastructure, there's not enough facilities, there's not enough people to process the number of individuals that are coming across that border illegally every single day and every single month. And the numbers in June will be even higher than the numbers in May, I'm told. So you continue to see historic numbers. And again, this is not just about migrants coming across the border. This is about cartels. These are about smugglers and traffickers and the criminal activity that comes along with that. And so we need to get serious. It's a real issue. It's a real issue for the communities along that border, but it's a real issue for all American cities that are seeing illegal narcotics and these migrants spread throughout the country. So we need to get serious about this issue. And this is a national security issue. Border security is national security. And I can't emphasize that enough, that this administration is not taking this seriously enough, the security of the American people seriously enough, and they need to continue to put Americans first as they look at policies to solve this problem.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Chad Wolf. As you were speaking, we were showing some of these outdoor tents and facilities that have been constructed to deal with the wave after wave of migrants and migrant minors who flooded the border. Those aren't made-up images. Those are real images. Those are real numbers, and that is a real crisis, no matter your politics or party affiliation. Chad, thank you very, very much.